Hiya, as you can see, I'm back in Ben's Taps Bar, and I'm having one of my favourite ones, the Light Brigade Ale. It's a pale ale, it's 4%, and what's always baffled me about this is how that come from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to Ben's Brewery in a minute, and I'm going to film and see how they make that into that, and find out all the necessary information. So come along for a beer. Cheers. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This week's film is all about Ben's Brewery. As you know, I've been filming the local pubs in the area, and Ben's Tap Bar in Chorley there is one of my favourite ones. I asked if I could come and film the brewery, and they said I could. Nick and Ben had a chat with their son Keith back in 2021, and Keith really wanted to be a brewer. Bit strange really, because Nicky and Ben were doing a factory furniture business, and they went along with his dream. Hey-ho, today it's really working, so why don't we go and see how that pint that I drink every week is made. Okay, then it's time to go and see how it's made. It's lovely. With the microbar, it's really strange really, because I expected bigger, but here we go. This first tank here is where they make the mixture. Stays there for about an hour. It then goes into this one where they add the malt. It comes through the system where they add the hops. It then goes through a heating system, and then goes into the storage tank. There's two of them, and it stays there for approximately 7 to 10 days. Really interesting the way they do it. And remember, this was Keith's dream, and Ben and that stuck with it. There's Keith himself. Say hello, Keith. This is Keith. Ben and Nicky's lad. It was his idea and a dream to do it, was it?
Yes, it was.
It was it?
Well, I got to pay for beer, so...
Yeah. And why did you want to do it? What made you choose it?
Well, I was about 16 at the time. I started looking into home brewing, and I thought, wait a minute, why home brewing when I can do it commercially?
Yeah.
Might as well make some money and make something that I want to drink, so...
Me personally, it would have scared me because it's a bit of a chemical reaction and that sort of thing.
I didn't know about it at the time.
You didn't know it?
Well, but before I brewed first time, I learned everything, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, a few about just over a year on, and I'd say I'm doing all right.
Yeah, well I do, because I drink it at the other end. What's your favourite drink here?
It depends what I'm in the mood for. 'Cause I tend to drink the darker beers, but I also do go for a light every now and again.
Yeah, I tried the Stout the other day, and that really was a nice one. I like it cold. I like my ale cold, so I had it out of the fridge. And also the Wellington, definitely my favourite.
Yeah, well, it's one of our most popular beers. We don't brew it much because New Zealand hops, they're great, but they're expensive. They're more expensive than the Americans, they're expensive as well. But it's something that we like to brew when we can. But obviously at 3.8%, a lot of people are like, where's the point in that?
Oh, no, but I like a little 3.8 sometimes. Sometimes if I go to the higher alcohol level, I just seem to get drunk quicker. Yeah, when they finish putting it in the barrels, obviously, they put it in here, the cooler room. And I think it's to settle it down with the temperature. It must stay here for 2 days, 3 days before they can start sending it out to the taps bar. But what I don't realise, when you go to a pub and you ask for a pint, especially the microbar, how much work goes into that? It's amazing. It's really interesting, and you're more than welcome to come down to Ben's Brewery anytime you want to see how it's done. Brilliant.